How are you, in terms of, I know you had said Kansas City, that fifth starting spot was kind of up for grabs. Do you know where you're at now with it?
No, we don't. And obviously I'd tell you guys if I knew, but I think it's going to change a lot. Emily, AJ, Addy will definitely start tomorrow, and then we're going to make a decision after practice today. And it's if you polled our staff, you'd probably have 5 different answers. So we're going to rotate everyone very similar to the scrimmage. We're going to play a lot of people. Everyone will play who's healthy. LT's not going to play because her ankle's still hurt, but everyone else is available to at least play a little bit.
Kenzie's good to go?
She's on a pitch count. Her and Emily Ryan both are in what the smart people say return to play protocol. So they'll both play, but they'll be limited, and they'd be limited anyway tomorrow. But definitely, if it was a regular season game, they'd both still be limited.
I think the big storyline going into the season is the 3-point shooting that you had added during the off season. Have you seen it look like you would hope it to, either in practice or in the scrimmage?
Not yet. Our numbers have not been great, which you can look at that a lot of different ways. I mean, I'm not worried about it, mainly because they all have a track record of making shots, and so it's not anything that we haven't had one of those days in our scrimmages where we're making 50% of them. The shots we're getting are good ones, and we'll continue to do that. But it hasn't been there yet. But I'm not. That's one. I'm worried about a lot of things. That's not one of them right now.
What still has you concerned heading into the exhibition game?
I think the biggest thing is still trying to find our rotation, trying to figure out how we're going to manage the point guard position until Emily can get fully back, and then just continue to figure out where to play people. The good news is we have a lot of kids that can play. The bad news is we haven't had enough people step forward and say, hey, take control of spots. But that's okay. But we've practiced really hard. I think our team has done a lot of really good things. The scrimmage was very good. Green Bay's a good team, well coached, so that was good to do that. And then it's always fun to play an exhibition game. That's the great thing about basketball. Football coaches would love to have one. We get one, and you get to put the uniforms on and go out at Hilton and do all that stuff. So I'm glad we're doing it. We're looking forward to tomorrow.
How many rotations do you think there are going to be tomorrow?
There'll be a lot. I don't know if you can count the number, but you could probably do the math in your head. We played 11 players between. Emily played 10, and everyone else played between 17 and 20 minutes. So we were subbing like a hockey team. There's a lot of people going in and out. And, right now it's, Audie and Willie take the 5 spot, so there's 40 minutes there. We'll probably play Addy Brown at the 5 tomorrow a little bit. And then point guard, it's Emily, AJ, and Reagan. So you got that spot covered, and then the other ones we're just spinning them through, giving everyone a chance. It's kind of like we've done practice. Everyone's had a lot of opportunities to show what they can do, and that's what we've tried to do in practice. And we're scrimmaging a lot more. I mean, we scrimmaged yesterday. We're going to scrimmage again today. We're going to play tomorrow. We're just playing a lot more than we ever have because I want them to have a chance to play, and it gives us a chance to see them in more of a game setting.
Has anyone surprised you, or anybody that's really jumped up and really put themselves in a position for more minutes than you expected?
I think probably the person that's stepped forward a little bit more is Elisa. I mean, I think when LT got hurt, she kind of had an opening, and she's played really well as a backup for Audie. Because early in the season, historically, there's a lot of fouls. The referees must feel like I'm going to call all our fouls in November, usually is what happens, so there'll be foul trouble. And then our freshmen have done really well. I mean, they were kind of at the beginning like, all right, let's see how they do, and they learn. But both Reagan and Eiley have been really good, and they're in there. I mean, they're fighting for minutes too. So, and that's a credit to them and the way they've approached every single day. So, every single kid's had their moments, but those guys have probably been, I guess, a surprise because they weren't as ready, maybe as we thought they'd be.
Is Addy at the 5? Did that come about in the off season? Are you guys trying to experiment with that at all?
Yeah, we're experimenting with it because, some teams that we play, matchup-wise, Addy will have a little bit of a trouble guard in space. And Addy can play there, and largely because of the depth we have on the wing. So we want to have another option. And like I said, early foul trouble. Like we scrimmaged on Saturday, and we both teams agreed that no one was going to foul out. And Addy had 4 fouls 2 minutes into the second quarter. So in a normal game, she'd be sitting for a while. So we didn't really worry about it. So it's just another option, especially with LT out. It just gives us something unique, and I think Addy can handle it. So we have not practiced it much at all. I think one, maybe twice in practice, but she's smart enough she can go out and do it, and hopefully we'll get her in there tomorrow at that spot. Thank you, everyone.